This is the rector of our school throughout America.
Salaam Alaikum, dear sir. Is the microphone on? Salaam Alaikum, sir. I would like to say on behalf of...
Wa alaikum salam.
I would like to say on behalf of the staff members and the students at Muhammad Universities of Islam, we thank Allah for you for allowing us to teach Muhammad's children the truth of self, the truth of the living God, and the truth of the devil. I too would like to bear witness and say that I knew nothing before you took me in your hands. I, with all of my degrees and everything behind me, it was nothing but that to perpetuate the devil's civilization. I thank you, sir, for teaching me the right way and enabling me to help you throughout the United States. Thank you, sir. Salaam Alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. This is our director of our school throughout North America. She's head of our school. What college and university of did you graduate from, sister? This is what you should have told them when you began. Go there and tell them where you was graduating.
I got my Bachelor of Education degree. I received my Bachelor of Science in Education from Chicago State University. I received my master's degree from Chicago State University. I have had graduate courses in engineering design from the University of California, the University of Wisconsin. I have an Associate of Science degree in electrical engineering, an Associate of Science degree in arts with photography as a major, and, well, a few others I can't think of at this moment, sir.
Thank you. Why I asked her to come and tell her story to you and me is due to the fact that we hear lots of people criticizing us out there in the street that the school of Islam, you can't learn nothing there when the head of it is no graduate of no school. And that they do that to keep you from coming in. I want you to remember that there is not a prophet in the Bible, nor Holy Quran, was a graduate from the people that he was one. Not one. If you can find me a prophet in the Bible was a graduating man from some university of the land, I will pay you $10,000 for life. The Bible said Moses was highly educated. Brought up in the house of Pharaoh. That Moses we don't in the Bible, where he was educated under Pharaoh's school, in the school, with 80 degrees. And we find this man, Moses, whom they say was well educated, out, away from Pharaoh. When Allah called him to go to Pharaoh, he was not in Egypt. He was out of Egypt, where he was called. Now, we, I think, talk a little too much on that which we know little about. Moses was educated all right enough, but Moses did not boast of his education to Pharaoh. If he had, he would have been talking to Pharaoh in his own language. But he didn't do that. The argument that they had between each other about his non-expert language. Pharaoh didn't argue with him that he had taught him an education, but he condemned Moses for not having an education capable to talk with him. So we want to be right in these things. Some of these places where you find what Pharaoh and Moses exchanged in arguments is due to this time and not in that time. So I won't go too far with it because we don't have much more time. And I don't want you to go back with your money weighing out your pocket because here is a rest place for you. So, if there is someone else who would like to have a word to say, boy, yes. Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, dear Pastor. Wa alaikum salam, Brother McKee. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is Arthur McGee, and I'm a mathematician. I have 2 degrees in mathematics, a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. And I have done most of the work for a PhD in mathematics. I'm not saying that to boast. I am saying that to say this. As long as I studied mathematics, as I worked in mathematics, which was a period of 15 years for the devil, I always wondered why it was that I could never find the original creations that had been done in mathematics by the black man. I always wondered why there always seemed to be something missing. And I always wondered why I, even though I had made certain contributions, always just seemed to be on the verge of arising, but I never really arrived. When it was plain to me that I was doing the same thing that they were doing, in some cases more. So when I came into the nation, I found one man who could teach any professor that I had ever been taught under. He could teach in mathematics. I have studied under some of the best professors in the world at the University of California in Berkeley. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I'm here to tell you, can teach them. He can teach them chemistry. He can teach them biology. He can teach them mathematics. He can teach them the root of creation. So I want to say to you, my brothers and sisters who have degrees in whatever field you have, come to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He will not take anything from you. He will look at you and see what your capabilities are. He will develop those capabilities. Whatever your strong points are, he will develop them. He will find whatever points you like him in, and he will develop that too. So that when he finishes with you, you will be well-rounded. You will be twice, 3 times, or 4 times whatever you imagine you would have been before. Assalamu alaikum.